Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, spring training action from the Cactus League between the Cincinnati Reds and their Ohio rivals to the north, the Cleveland Indians. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Yan Gomes, he's behind the plate. Yanimal, that's what they like to call him. Very good back there. Not only does he have the good physical attributes, but he's very good at calling a game, kind of leading his pitching staff. We'll see how he does in this one.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 105.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. Bauer sets his sights. 1-1 pitch on its way. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1 and 2.
And he had the perfect pitch to try that, right on the outside corner.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This pitch is popped up. Should be room for Gomes behind the plate. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting second.
You see here on Show Track, that pitch up and in just ties him in knots. You leave that out over the plate, you'll be in trouble, but if you can locate there, things will be just fine.
Stepping in now, Skip Schumacher. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Jansen's known for being a bit of a pitcher's umpire. Not that he has a huge zone or anything, but I think he tends to reward guys for placing pitches in good locations.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Not often you'll see a 3-0 slider, but when you need a strike, any pitch will do.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
That's an
Batting
easy
third,
take right there on the
first baseman,
3-2
number
pitch.
19,
Not all that inviting at all.
Joey
You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Joey Votto takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. First pitch on its way. Line hard, but foul. Runner at first here, one man out. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. High and deep to right center field. McCutchen going back to the track. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Joey Votto, a two-run shot. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's just a little and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some right there. That's a two-run homer.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 32, Jay Bruce.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball one.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Well, this is how you got to do it in this league. If you give up a two-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. And he's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field, and for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier as the Reds move out in front now, 3-0.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Batting sixth,
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Full count, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Reds 3. The Tribe coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Time now in Cleveland. It's the Tribe's starting lineup. Steve, what do these guys need to do to get a win in this one?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Matt Latos will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
Now that we have a chance, we'll give you a look at how the Reds align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized as a great, actually an elite offensive player, but he's one of the better defensive first basemen as well. He's won a Gold Glove. He's got quick reflexes, soft hands, and most important, he does not make mental mistakes out in the field.
Jason Kipnis comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard hit ball to second. Phillips throws to first, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, right fielder, Koji Ito.
Koji Ito will stand in here, the reigning batting champion in the American League. First offering on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base that they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
That one's in there, 3-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
In now, Michael Brantley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, sort of a protective swing there as he got on top of this baseball. But the net result is that at least he's able to move these other runners up 90 feet, albeit now with 2 outs.
Carlos Santana comes forward with 2 men in scoring position, so he'll look to make this a 1-run game with a base hit here.
Yeah, guys, a really big opportunity here to get his guys right back in this one.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
They've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
Here's the 1-1.
Nope.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Brandon Phillips makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Bauer's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Tap foul at home plate. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
And this is what he's got to do out there. Just focus on the task ahead. It'd be easy to go into a shell after giving up those 2 home runs in the first inning, but he knows they're counting on him to give him a few more innings, so he'll need to respond.
Digging in the switch hitter, Brian Pena, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Pena is retired, 2 down now.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. This is line to left. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Pablo Sandoval strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Pablo Sandoval.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
And good patience here from Sandoval. It's 2-0 now.
Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, it seems to me like you've at least got to make him go after something there. I mean, the bat never left his shoulder. And that's making it way too easy for a guy leading off the inning.
Vladimir Valentian gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The key here as a
Batting
first
eighth,
baseman, you've
the
got to be
shortstop,
able to stay
Francisco
focused on the baseball,
Linder.
which is easy for me to say. I don't have half a bat heading my way, but that's a nice job down there to take this one in.
Into the box, Francisco Linder. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Runners on first with one down. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Here comes the payoff pitch. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Here it comes on 0-2. To short, hit hard. Backhanded. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. Reds out in front, 3-0. Billy Hamilton is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bauer gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Skip Schumacher waits on deck. throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The left fielder, number 25, Skip Schumacher.
Stepping in, Skip Schumacher. He drew a walk his first time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. McCutchen moves over. 2 down.
After a rocky 3-run first, he's really settled into a groove, and now that's 6 in a row he's set down.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
And after giving up the home run last time, he's just making sure that guy doesn't get too comfortable up there. I can't say I blame him.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
Now to the plate, Jay Bruce. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Counts 1-0.
Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Came with a circle change 2-0, but he can't make contact. 2-1.
Boy, and a great 2-0 pitch there. Got him thinking fastball. And this looked like a fastball out of his hand, but it turns out to be a real effective changeup instead.
2 out with the man at first. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
On the ground up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Reds leave 1. They lead it 3-0. Jason Kipnis will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it. And we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Little chopper back his way. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The right fielder, number 7, Koji Ito.
At the plate, Koji Ito. He singled his last time up.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
sent on the ground out to second. Phillips is up with it. On to first, and a fine start to the inning here for Latos, 2 away.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Andrew McCutchen is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
After walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. Two out, nobody on. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2. Michael Brantley would be next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. On the ground to third. Frazier is there. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Zach McAllister will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 34, Zach McAllister.
Todd Frazier stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
Smoked on the ground left side and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. They've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count, and it's paid off for them through the first few innings.
Devin Mesoraco is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's running towards second. Hit back up the middle. Kipnis has it. Step on the bag for one. On to first, a double play.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the 4th. And stepping in, the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. McCutchen going back at the track. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run for Brandon Phillips as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Wow, that inning didn't really look like it was going anywhere, but if the first 2 guys don't get on in front of them, that's when they're swinging for the trees. When guys are on in front of them, they shorten down and try to go for the base hit, but a big solo shot right there with 2 outs.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Brian Pena. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. That home run believed to be 402 feet all told. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses, 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. In the air out to right. Ito has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds pick up a run on this home run by Brandon Phillips. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-0 in favor of the Reds. Johnny Cueto take over on the mound.
Number 47, Johnny Cueto.
Leading off the inning, Michael Brantley. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Thank goodness. This is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheelhouse, and he just didn't miss that one.
Here's Carlos Santana now.
Carlos Santana.
And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Hamilton looking up. Gone! Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. And the Tribe has clawed back a bit. It's now a 4-2 score.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
At the plate, Pablo Sandoval. They'll swing it from the left side right here.
Pablo Sandoval.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Cueto into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Standing in now, Vladimir Valentian. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2-0.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Oh, look at Frazier. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it. Well, you know, this is where it pays to be light on your feet down there at third base. You see how he starts low, so it's basically just a step and a dive along the ground. He's able to flag this one down, collect himself, and then make a good, strong throw to first to get his man.
In now, Francisco Lindor. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Schumacher is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We played 4 full. The Reds lead it 4-2. Heads for the box to start.
Shortstop, Zach Kozar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 6, center fielder Billy Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton Stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Four 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Bases are empty, one man out. Still 2-2. Hit hard to short. To his right, Linder. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And if this is almost any other guy in baseball, he's going to be out. But he just gets down that line so fast, and he winds up beating this one out.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and standing in the left-handed hitting Skip Schumacher. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back safely. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. In there, 1-1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Grounded to third. Sandoval has it. Kipnis. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More Cactus League action coming your way after this. Alfredo Simon will come in and pitch now.
For Cincinnati, number 31, Alfredo Simon.
Yan Gomes will step in to lead it off for Cleveland. He'll be followed in the order by Jason Kipnis.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Into the seats, 0-1. Simon's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
slow roller back to the mound. And a rather easy first out.
Well, he really bunched him up on that two-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Bruce has a beat on it, 2 gone.
The batter, right fielder, Koji Ito.
Koji Ito will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a looper to left. Schumacher is there. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. They trail it here 4-2. Neil Kotz will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 56, Neil Kotz.
Joey Votto will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And that's in there for strike one. Swing and a liner. Foul. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. There's Sandoval. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Todd Frazier strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they still lead this one 4-2. Mike Fiers will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring. Michael Brantley will stand in to get things going for the Indians in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Fiers sets his sights. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Had the red light there, and it's 3-1. Oh, the good curveball there, and it's 3-2. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. There to make the play is Frazier for the first out.
Well, a fairly easy play that time, crossing into foul ground. He's got to keep his eye on the base coach for a moment there, but he puts it away without much trouble.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. One out, nobody on. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 48.
We'll get a good look at the grip on this last circle change. You can see that your fingers actually make kind of an OK symbol on the side of the baseball, and that gives it that nice fading movement it has at the end.
Striding in once again, Pablo Sandoval. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pitch on the way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now.
Boy, that curve of his is so darn tough, especially right on the heels of that fastball. It's 20 miles an hour slower, and it dips down hard at the end.
Grounded back up the middle. Cozart a couple of steps to his left. He's got it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. Still down by a count of 4-2. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Brian Holiday is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Brian Holiday.
Fastball in there for a called strike. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1, 2, 3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
On the ground up the middle. Kipnis is there. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
And when you're coming off the bench, the rule is get on base any way you can. And the last time I checked, an infield single meets those requirements. It's not pretty, but he'll take it.
Brandon Phillips steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Runners on the move for second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Brian Pena will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
And the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he takes strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Pitch is popped up. Kipnis on the move. Throw in time, and the side is retired. None left for Cincinnati as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Brian Holiday will game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 56, Brian Holiday.
Number 67 will be the new pitcher.
Number 67.
Vladimir Valentian will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far.
Valentin.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Thomas is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. broken bad as this ball's hit on the ground. Frazier ranges to his right, and he's set down, one away.
Well, let's just see if we can slow this way down and see the point of impact. He's going to be bunched up a little bit on this one and get it right down below the label. And sure enough, that's a great shot right there. This bat just explodes on impact.
Jose Ramirez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Ramirez.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Line to the right side. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Yan Gomes will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. One and one, here it is. A little bouncer. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Jason Kipnis will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Marcus Betts will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Belted high and deep into right center. Hamilton going back for the track to the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go
Your
of it.
attention, please. Now pitching for Cincinnati.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Into the box, Koji Ito.
Koji Ito.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Mike Aviles will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 13, Mike Aviles.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
Oh, this is exactly where you want that changeup to be. That thing fell right through the bottom of the zone. No chance.
And he takes a called strike 2. Hit to third. Frazier's up with it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon, all even now at 4 apiece. Jose Ramirez will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 16.
Marcus Betts will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here.
Marcus Betts.
Mike Aviles will stick around as he'll take over in right field. John Axford will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Zach Cozart will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Dribbled back toward the mound. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And he is in there.
Well, you know, this is actually a much tougher play than it looks. First, he's got to barehand the ball. Then he's got to readjust his body to square himself up to first base. And when he winds up throwing it, he throws it poorly.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
2-0.
You have to wonder a little bit about the consistency of that strike zone. I think that was a strike earlier.
3-0 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. Only play is to first, and a great job there off the bench as the sacrifice is successful.
Well, perfect job there of getting it down. So now that's the go-ahead run right there over at third with just 1 out.
Nick Franklin will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And now the runner breaks for the plate. Pitch swung on and missed. The tag, and he is out trying to steal home. Boy.
Well, I would be interested to know what was running through his head as he was breaking down the line. When he saw the guy in the batter's box take a big swing at the ball, you have to figure that there was a missed sign somewhere, and you can laugh about it now, but really, that could have been very dangerous if he had connected with that ball.
And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this is the guy.
Strike 3, and the potential go-ahead run left on base. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 4-4. Christopher Negron will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 30.
Christian Colon will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 36, Christian Colon.
Mark Krause is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman. Donovan Solano is also into the game as he takes over at short. And here is Andrew McCutchen now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Tyler Naquin is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. In for a strike, it's 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Whoever this guy is, he can certainly bring it.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Left fielder number 20.
A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Michael Brantley gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Nick Swisher will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Swisher.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Wow.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. To the second baseman, Phillips. Throw to first is in time to take care of Swisher, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number
Carlos Santana, ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Jesus Aguilar will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. He looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Pablo Sandoval would be next. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Pablo Sandoval will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Zach Walters will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Walters.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Oh, that is such a good pitch. First pitch changeup. When you know a guy's a first pitch fastball guy, just use his aggressiveness against him.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 4-4. Tyler Naquin will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Nick Swisher will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Jimmy Rollins will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base. Zach Walters is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Robert Hinch is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ballgame. Roberto Perez is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the ninth.
Setting up on the outside part of the plate that time, and you'll see this one again on swing track. This will register as a 12-inch break, and he just can't make contact.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Brian Holiday.
Turner Barnhart will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Barnhart.
In there, strike 1. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Here's Brandon Phillips, as he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. This game's all tied at 4. Robert Hinch will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 23. Robert
Turner Barnhart will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Barnhart.
Number 33 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Thomas stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Bottom of the 9th inning for the Indians. Designated hitter, number 76.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And a full count as that misses. It's 3 and 2 now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Spin throw. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Jose Ramirez
Jose
strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1 and 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Two and 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt.
And the throw to first is there to record the second out. Now at the plate, Roberto Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 9 can't decide a winner. Mark Zepchinski will come on now as he'll take over to start the extra frame.
Number 36, Mark Zepchinski.
Brian Pena will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Left side. Ramirez scoops it up. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, shortstop, Donovan Solano.
Donovan Solano digs in here for his first appearance. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Swisher shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, and then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Christopher Negron is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And the count will be full. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Christian Colon. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Well, a pretty productive at-bat last time, like you said, Matt. But right here with 2 outs, we're going to have to see if he can maybe find a gap and drive in a run.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the peg.
And one of the keys to being a good base stealer is the ability to get out of the blocks quickly. Here you can see he cheats on the release just a little bit to get it going early, and that's going to pay off for him as he's able to slide in ahead of the throw. That's just a great jump.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. So Tony Cingrani will come on here to start the home 10th, and all he's looking to do is get this one to the 11th inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Marcus Betts, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a lead-off double.
What a great job of leading off that inning with a double. You put yourself in scoring position, a chance to win this ball game now, and he is pumped up out there at second base.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Stepping in now, Mike Aviles, looking to get that go-ahead run over to third as he gets this one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Oh, that is just sweet right there. The winning run moves up to third base with 1 away, and now the infield's going to have to come in here.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. Tyler Naquin comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Your job right here on the mound, gotta think strikeout number 1, ground ball number 2. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
Solano ranging into the outfield, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. But he will just bluff the go, not willing to risk it, and this game will continue at least 1 more batter. Nick Swisher stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in 2 away.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Cingrani pauses. Here he comes on 2-0. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for 1 pitch in 1 spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Now here's a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win.
Well, you had the sense early on that this one was destined to go down to the wire, and sure enough, these guys are going to pull this one out here in walk-off fashion.
And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 5-4. So long, everybody.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 5 runs, 6 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For the Reds, 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Mark Zepchinski. The loss goes to Tony Cingrani. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.